Okay, but last but not least, so this year, this upcoming year, this was well the year we're into now. This was the largest budget you all have ever had, right? 500 million.
Correct.
500 million. So with more money, more opportunity to help the citizens or disperse funds to keep the city running, also improve the quality of life and other things. So one thing that kind of came up last week during the meeting was Birmingham Southern came up seeking funding assistance from the city of Birmingham. So the vote went on. You was the lone no vote. So I want to give you an opportunity to kind of explain your no vote for the people that didn't watch the council meeting, and what was your decision behind it.
Well, I appreciate that. I do want to start out by saying that I lived and grew up near Birmingham Southern. My grandparents lived just a few blocks from Birmingham Southern. So I spent a lot of quality time visiting my grandparents and got to see Birmingham Southern as it became a part of that community. Very long-standing liberal arts private institution. I actually have family and friends that are graduates of Birmingham Southern. So my choice in being that lone vote, dissenting vote, was not against Birmingham Southern. My vote was for the residents, and especially those that I represent in District 7. There's not been a monetary item that's been attached to that yet. The vote on last week was just it was a resolution by the council supporting the mayor if he wanted to bring that offer back to us to provide support to Birmingham Southern. At this time, I just feel that if there is $2.5 or $5 million, I believe that's what's been asked of the city of Birmingham, I just wanted to be sure that we put out there in this space that there are a lot of needs within the city of Birmingham. This is a private institution. They have an alumni, they have faculty, a board that manages that school. And so I just felt that if we have monies, in this amount of monies that we could put back into the community, I would like to see it really focused on community revitalization. We have a lot of blight, we have a lot of overgrown lots, we have road repair that are very much needed in District 7. If you divided that $2.5 or $5 million request, that's about $600,000 that could be going into each of our 9 districts. And so if I had $600,000 that could come back into D7, there are definitely ways that I would like to see that money spent. So again, it was not a no vote against Birmingham Southern. It was just a yes vote for the residents that I represent in D7.
So did the city, I may be getting ahead of myself, did they produce like an economic impact report? Did they present?
And that was one of the things that I had also asked for. We do have some local universities, primarily UAB. They do send us a status every year that gives us information about what is the economic impact that those students and their faculty bring to each of our districts. It gives us the number of employees who live in our district that work for the school, as well as students. And then even we get some statistics on the number of patients that are serviced by that particular institution. And so this is the type of information that I was seeking that I've not received that would actually give me more information when we talk about what is the return on that investment. Of course, I don't want to see any school have to be shut down or any properties that would be boarded up because they're not able to exist in the city of Birmingham. I don't want to create another Caraway. That's over 90 something acres of land that we wouldn't want to sit idle. So again, the state has already approved and allotted a certain amount of money. They're waiting now to get that additional help from the city of Birmingham and Jefferson County. I just also felt, why do we have to be first in putting up any resources? I'd also like to see if the money we are going to provide, if it could be some type of a loan program. Is that money going to come back to the residents? How is that money going to be utilized later as a return on the investment? So again, no vote against Birmingham Southern. I want to be sure that's out there. It's a vote for how we can better spend that money and bring that money back into our communities.
Well, I want to thank you for explaining that reason, because a lot of times, in media, news clips, headlines, that just take one little sentence and clip it, and that's all people see from the sound bite.
I'm in agreement with that. And I appreciate this opportunity to be able to explain. And it's important to me that the residents know that, again, I would just like to see that support put back into our community revitalization and into our communities.
Oh yeah, that's like going back, like you said, think about return on investment. Anything that the city is making investments in everything, whether investments in infrastructure, investments in
Correct.
quality of life, investments in what we talked about a few minutes earlier, weed abatement. That money can go toward possibly or any funds because if you drive around Birmingham, there's always some place you need to cut the grass,
That's
overgrown lawn.
right. And of course, with the financial literacy that's being provided throughout the city, I would hope that people would understand how to build that generational wealth through home ownership and by maintaining that property among that family. So again, it doesn't become a dilapidated structure and one that the city has at the cost of the residents that we have to go and tear that home down and then continue to, monitor and cut that grass. So lots of things. It's not just one simple issue, but as we go forward, these are things that we need to think about.
Do you know what's happening in Birmingham? Download the What's Happening Birmingham app today on Android, iPhone, and iPad for free. Get info on everything you need to know about local news, events, businesses, restaurants, and more. Visit our website, what'shappeningbham.com, or follow us on social media @happeningbham for more information. Download the What's Happening Birmingham app today, your source for everything Birmingham.